What's up, everybody? I've been listening to the music from the film Tenet a lot lately. The synth sound design in that film is just crazy good. So I just been sitting here patching sounds that are inspired by that film. And I created this one patch. It's something similar to what you hear in Tenet. It's not nearly as good, but I thought I would show how I have it patched together. Okay, so I'm starting with a sequence coming out of the Eloquenza here. It's a 2-track sequence, 16th note steps, and the first track is what is giving it its pulse, and so it's actually two patterns. So this is the first pattern, and then this is the second pattern. And as you see on both patterns, the first track is really the same, just a bunch of gates that are firing 16th note gates, and those are being sent into disting here to kind of give it a slew, and then that is basically being routed into the VCA. So it's opening the gate really fast and giving it that pulse feel. So the only thing that is different between both of the tracks in terms of, between both of the patterns on the first track is there's ratcheting going on. So let me switch back to the first pattern, and on the first track here, it's probably hard for you to see, but the four of the steps are doing ratcheting. And then on the second pattern, there's two places. There's these 4 steps, and then these 4 steps are doing ratcheting. So so what happens there? So let me play this again. So when you hear those. Those are the ratcheting going on, and it's giving it some kind of a 30 second feel to it. So that's kind of what's going on with the first track. With the second track, so what that's doing, actually, let me go back. On the first track, it's also sending out just some pitch information. And so that pitch information is being routed into plots and into the loquelic iteratus. I can never say that name right. And so both of those modules are being mixed together. I think right here in this triplet, they're being mixed together. So the other thing that's going on here is the second track. Every time that the first track does ratcheting, the second track triggers a gate. And so that gate is basically coming into mass here. So anytime you see these here, and then these here, those are triggering a gate. And so that gate is coming into mass, and it's just doing a rise and fall. So what I'm doing with that rise and fall is I'm doing a few things. One of the things that's happening is it's being combined with the pitch from the first track. And so it basically bends the pitch and bends it up. It makes it rise and then fall. And then additionally, whenever whenever it rises and falls, it also is being routed into this 860 filter here. And so it turns up the frequency and the resonance whenever it does the pitch bending. And that's also whenever it does the ratcheting. So I'll play it again here. So you'll just know, you can just hear kind of as whenever it does the ratcheting, it kind of intensifies a little bit. And so that's because the filter is being modulated every time it does the ratcheting. And every time it does the ratcheting, it does some pitch bending. And that's because the pitch is being, it's being caused to kind of rise and fall, in essence, causing it to bend the pitch. Additionally, what is some of the routing that's going on here is when plots and the loquelic module, they're being mixed together, and then they're being routed into this animator here just to add a little bit of change and, a little bit of, I don't know, I just kind of was playing around with it and thought it added a little bit of evolving to the sound as it plays along. And then as you can see here, it's coming out of the animator into the filter, and then from the filter into the VCA. So out of the VCA, it's actually coming into this reverb here, just giving it just a little bit of splash to it. It's not a big reverb. It's actually not even blended too much, but it just kind of gives the sound a little bit of I don't know, ambiance, I guess is what I'll say, for lack of a better word. And then then that's just being sent out of the Eurorack into my audio interface. So for me, what this was a opportunity to experiment with doing creating a patch that was solely created in my Eurorack. Usually I have my DAW going and my DAW sending the clock, and I might be playing notes on my MIDI controller. In this case, I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to create it all with my Eurorack. And then I hadn't really done a lot of ratcheting or pitch bending in my Eurorack itself. I would have normally, maybe used a pitch bend wheel on my MIDI controller or something like that. But since I wanted everything to be, I call it contained in the box. So it was like, how can I make that happen with just CV? So, this was a good experiment for me, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, hit me up in the comments if you have any questions or comments, and I'll be back again with another one.